Okay.
We just saw.
Hey everyone. Yay, happy Sunday. Thank you for being with us for our weekly Sunday gathering for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. Thank you so much. We got like all kind of good stuff happening and good news and good energy to share with all of you. Super excited about that. But let's do some quick check-ins before we get ourselves centered. Howard, start with you.
Yeah, all's well here. Is well here. And I'm really happy to be here. And thank you all for joining in. And I'm looking forward to hearing from Squil-le-he-le today.
Thank you. Ma, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, everybody? Hope you're all good. Here for Toki as always.
Deborah?
I'm really good. I feel like a kid at Christmas time. I'm having the hardest time staying calm and grounded because I'm so happy. But can you just mute me? We're so big I can't mute myself, and my birds are out there.
Got it. Deb Cruz. Big hugs.
Big hug, everybody.
Yay!
Alejandro, how are you?
Fine, happy because we have two new babies were born, up there in Sally Sea. So I'm so happy. I want to thanks to Rainer Morris, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, to Salix, Chef Salix for guiding her to the ancestors. We know Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut is coming home 2023, and I want to thanks to Howard Garrett, our professor, for educating us every single weekend. Thank you so much, sir.
Awesome. And speaking of up there in the Salish Sea, Casey and Stephanie, I'm going to try to unmute you.
Hey, everyone. Yeah, so we are on the west side of Salmon Island and feeling very grateful and thankful that we have seen Ocean Sun LPod. This is the third day in a row, and we've seen her. And can I just say, she is active and joyful, and I honestly think she's teaching those new mamas how to be mamas to their new babies. So she is amazingly well. We have a lot of pictures, and Ed has them. I hope she shares them with you. But we have been sharing our view with some of the Toki. All of us have been hopped on a time or two, so it's been super fun. So happy Sunday from the Salish Sea.
Awesome. Thank you for being with us and for sharing all the photos and
Yeah.
For hanging out with me the entire weekend. Poor things. We've been live with them virtually for like the last 48 hours while watching. So thank you guys for bringing me along with you. Appreciate it. Christina, how are you?
Oh, I'm awesome. I'm excited to hear about Squil-le-he-le's trip, and just so excited with all the whales and the babies and Ocean Sun, and it's just such good energy. Good energy. Super full moon. I'm awesome. I'm awesome.
Great. And of course, Squil-le-he-le, we're so blessed to have you with us today to bring the messages that you shared in between Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut and her family, who clearly is gathering to receive these messages. Quick hello from you before we get ourselves centered.
Just so full of gratitude and feeling blessed and joyful.
Thank you. Well, let's go ahead and take some time. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Every time that we have Squil-le-he-le on, and often we play the Lummi national anthem, the flood song. So let's go ahead and do that and get ourselves centered. Thank you. I'm gonna get our screen changed here. And oops, someone fell off there. I'll have to fix that. But Squil-le-he-le, there's a lot happening. Tell us why. Tell us why all this is happening.
Well, every opportunity that we can go do prayer and cultural ceremony with our relative Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, we do. And so it starts out with prayer and asking for guidance and messages. So the Friday before we left for Miami, I went up to Wichiacan, which is an ancient village site where our ancient ones are. And it's my place of prayer. And I go and I drum and I talk to her family and I ask ancestors for guidance on the trip and let them know I'll be with her. If they have messages that, my drum has been the vehicle that the messages come through. So I let them know when I'm going. And So that was the Friday before. We left on Sunday. We went and did ceremony with her in the Wells Stadium on Tuesday, the 27th. And I just have to say, her spirit, I'm going to cry, I'm so happy, is so strong. Her energy, I have never seen her so joyful. She just really embraced the cultural ceremony. She participated. It was such a beautiful thing to see her. And I hope soon the rest of you will be able to see what I'm talking about how her spirit resonates and the strength in her body. So hopefully soon we'll be able to share live current pictures of her.
She recognized you?
She did, and it just, you want to jump in the pool and just hug her, but they won't let me yet. There'll be a time when they will, but she does, and it's everything in your soul. It's when your eyes make contact, and she knows we're there, and she just enjoys the company. She just really connects. And Leahy, also the white-sided dolphin with her, he's 40, but he acts like a 4-year-old. He pops up, hello, goes around, hello, and it's, so we sing and drum to him as well, because they're sharing that space, and it would only be the right thing to do is to share that with him. And I just wanted to give everyone the opportunity to send their own messages to her mother, Ocean Sun, to her family, show gratitude to ancestors. So I'm just going to do a real short version of what I do with her, but with the drums, so you can all make those connections and send the messages. Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. Your heartbeat, your mother's heartbeat, your relatives' heartbeat, ancestors' heartbeat, Lak'tamish people's heartbeat, all the people around the world that love you, their heartbeat, one heart, one mind, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. As we do Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, the drum is the vehicle where messages can go from you to who you want, and from those that wish to send you and your family messages. I'm going to quit talking and just keep drumming so they can go through both ways. It was just magical, because she was so strong spiritually. When I was drumming to her like that, at the end when I do this, she was dancing. She got all quiet. Sorry. Quiet. She was dancing to the drum, and so I kept drumming, and she just kept dancing, and she gave 3 whale tail flips. And of course the water just came, and it was like she was just so happy and having so much fun. and the water was running off my hat and running down. And it was just everything because she was dancing with the drum. And then when we have some quiet time, we try to give her breaks in between. We drum, we sing, and we do cedar bows. So we try to give her breaks. One of the breaks, she came over, and it's just a little song that I think we all sing to her. And you just go, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, I love you, I love you. She was swaying with me, and she was singing. And we just kept doing that till she let me know she really did know what I was saying to her. And then, of course, she swims away, and Lee comes. So then I got to sing to Lee, 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 we love you. And it's just everything to see them both engaging and just set strong spirits. And with the cedar, she knows the smell. She enjoyed the company so much. And there was such a beautiful moment because they're having thunderstorms in Miami. And so the clouds, it gets dark. I happen to think it's ancestors appearing to us. So it gets dark and people go, oh, it's going to rain. And it's like, it should. It should for her. She loves it. And sure enough, it started raining, and it rains real hard there. She was in the middle of the big part of the tank. And I know they were sparkles coming down and coming around her and hitting the pool. It was so beautiful. And it just was like they were letting us know, ancestors were letting us know and letting her know in particular, this is what it feels like in your home waters in the Salish Sea. It's refreshing. It's where you belong. And she's ready, spirit and body is strong and resilient, ready to come. And so when I came back and shared this, went back to Wichiakan yesterday and shared this with her mother, her family, with ancestors, I also apologized and said to her mother and her family, I'm sorry it's taking so long. We humans are needing to work harder. We need to do more. But it's happening. She is coming home and she is ready. And so I was able to drum to them so they could talk to her and she could tell them and show that love, that energy. And I do happen to think that when this spiritual work started on the 23rd, that communication and connection with ancestors and with her family, I think that creates the energy with them to show who they are, that they know she's coming, they're preparing. Here on our reservation, we have a small area of body of water in front of the Samish grounds. Many of you know where that is. It's called Hales Pass. It's not real frequent for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut to go through there. But in 3 weeks, they've been there 3 times. And my sister said, I think they're looking for her. They want to know if she's back yet. I said, I think you're right. And now with her mother, I feel so much gratitude to Stephanie and Casey for the last 48 hours, including us in your whale watching and let us be there with you and seeing Ocean Sun with the new moms, with the new babies. She is teaching, you're right, the mothers how to be mothers. And she's making sure those babies know they're part of a larger family. Yeah. And that's what Ocean Sun has done for her daughter. She has passed all of her strength as the matriarch to her daughter, and her daughter knows the strength that comes from her mother. She knows that. And so I happen to think all these connections are what ancestors are orchestrating, including the humans, so we can value, respect, and give gratitude to these sacred beings and do the best that we can to clean up this Salish Sea, to ensure salmon comes back and is strong and thrives, and that we mend that strand of life that was broken when they stole Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, because they say when she comes home, that will mend that strand that was broken. It'll heal her family. It'll heal her mother, and it'll heal us. But until that she's home, that's not, the healing won't begin. But the preparation is all starting in such a blessed, prayerful way. So all the people that have been praying, continue to pray. It's happening for her, for us.
It's so, when you describe your interactions with her, you do it in such a way that takes us there. And so thank you for sharing that. I mean, it just, yeah, you just actually just feel it, you know. It's hard to host a conversation when I'm there with you, and having that experience is beautiful. Howard, I'm gonna let you talk, because
Well, I'm there too. I mean, I am so feeling that relationship that you have with her, that trust, that you're forever building that bond, that family bond with her, and I am so sure that she is so filled with that spirit and with that reassurance and that love from you, that it builds her spirit. It gives her more of the energy and the life that is healing, and gives her the hope and the knowledge. I mean, she is coming home. She can feel it. She can feel it from you. She can feel it from others around. I think she's understanding all this. And you are carrying the feeling of her family, of Ocean Sun being here, and you are taking that feeling to her. And I think I don't know the limits, and I don't know how it works, but I think she's understanding. And I think it's going to make her heal even faster and better. And she already has so much energy, so much strength. And I just feel like you're helping, you're healing her at the same time as healing all of us with your closeness to her, your relationship, and I am so grateful. Thank you, Haishka. That is just such a
It's coming
beautiful
from
thing.
ancestors, though. I want you to know I don't know how to do what I do. I just get the guidance from ancestors that work through me and work through the drum.
Mm-hmm. Chief Salik is smiling, I'm sure.
He is. He is.
yeah. You know,
Yes.
the ancestors' blessing. Deb Cruz put that up when you said about the sparkles touching the water. That clearly was a blessing. Just absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. Christina.
I just have so much gratitude for you and everything that you're doing and everything that everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Because I do know that everyone is a piece of this puzzle, and like you said, keep praying because it's working, and feel the spirit, because if you just tap in, you will feel it, because it's amazing. The sparkles are just there. The communication that you're delivering, it's there, and I'm just full of gratitude and love for everyone, because it's the miracle and it's happening, and it's making me tear up again, because it's just amazing. It really is. It's amazing. And just Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, and everyone on the screen, off the screen, everywhere.
Everyone.
Yes.
And those up there.
Yes. Yep.
I was like, why are you booing me, Ma?
This
Yeah, it's so important to remember who she is, and
Yes.
and you bring that to us, and because we can get into the who should be doing what and this and that, which we're not going to do today, because
No.
today is about her remembering who she is, and for sharing that experience and that communication between her and her pod. I just it's important when we get in the busyness of it to stop and remember who she is and why we're doing this for her. Ma?
Yeah, to everything everybody said, I just really can't thank you enough, Raynell. I know how it feels when you connect with her and the ancestors, and really, I've felt it for the past couple of months, just how much she's improved and how strong her spirit is. There's no words to explain it. She is just pure magic, and so are they. And thank you to everyone. Keep praying, keep sending that positivity to everyone, and to her and her mum especially. It won't be long. We can do this all together. We are going to do this. So thank you again.
Aishkama.
You
But it
too.
takes a whole lot of people.
It does. It takes a village.
Yes, the whole world. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. The universe and the whole world working together in prayer. And one, like Doug James says at iSwallowing, one heart, one mind is bringing her home.
Yeah, I agree.
Look, we got Elliot and Susan with us, and give you guys an opportunity to say hello. I know you were listening in. I was trying to make a space on the screen for you guys. So just any thoughts about what Squil-le-he-le shared with us?
Yes, thank you, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. Aishka, your words are beautiful. I can feel them. I know Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut can feel them. LPod can feel them. The two new babies can feel them. Yeah. It's like ripples across the ocean of spirit. And up here on the North Salish, around Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh traditional lands, and we're going to go pray on the Salish for the LPod. And I can see them, Ocean Sun, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, the two new babies, all sailing right on past Limmy, past Muckleshoot, Des Moines, where I live, and back in their home where they belong. Aishka.
And I just wanted to share also so much gratitude for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut and each and every one of you that are helping to shift this energy and come together in a good way to do this healing, not only for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut and her family, but for all of the human family, because we're really shifting the healing vibration on this planet. I think we can all feel that. This is so profound. And I just wanted to share that where I live here on the Salish Sea, and there have been increasing sightings of orca families coming in to visit here. Just, it's really amazing, people. And I really see this as a sign of the whole orca family, letting us know that they know what's happening, and they're so excited, as we all are. And I'm just trying to use Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut's role model of patience, because this is the hardest thing I'm having to deal with right now, is the trying to stay patient for her final return here. And if anyone can role model patience, the virtue of patience, we all know it's Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. She is pure patience. So I just try and remind myself of that role model and try and calm myself down and stay patient, because that's my biggest struggle right now. Lots of love to all of you, and thank you for everything that you're doing, each and every one of you. I'm so grateful. Haichka, CM.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us, Susan. It's a really great surprise. Deborah? Oops. Hold on. Go ahead.
I just need to parrot everything everybody has said. Like I said earlier, I do feel like it's even if you weren't tuned in, how could you not feel these prayers being answered and these miracles coming to life? I'm having a hard time keeping my birds quiet because my energy's all happy and crazy. So sometimes when I get overwhelmed by this, I can't know what to say. So I'm just simply going to say, Mitaku Iyasu, all my relations, all that is. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Alejandro.
Hi, Rainel. I can see you look so happy, and I can feel your energy. It's an amazing combination of love that you receive from Toki. Ancestors are smiling and guiding you. Toki is very strong. She knows it's coming home. She's feeling the love and positive energy around her. And these two new babies were born there, are waiting for Toki to come home. What is happening now is a spiritual combination of love created by the ancestors. So I keep encouraging everybody to keep supporting this true process. I'm the only one. So Parlamination, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut.org. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Chiefs Salix for guiding you. Thank you to the ancestors and Hashka for everything you have done.
Quasi.
Deb Cruz. Muted hugs, muted but powerful, loving hugs. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Don't forget to buy a tumbler. Sorry, not to buy.
Just so funny.
This is a very good combination too. While you take the pictures, you can drink something with a tumbler.
I see that Casey and Stephanie have turned their camera around, so I'm going to switch them spots real quick with you to see if they're showing us. They're there at the edge, and I know they've been sharing lots of video and photos of some of the LPod, and so I'm going to show some of those now, and then just
They
yell.
are out there right now too, Annette.
Are they? Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
wondering. I saw you turn your screen around, so I figured. That's awesome. So
There's a male, and it sounded like Jay Blackberry.
really, so J-Pod's back?
No, just he's with the L's.
Oh wow, wow. Let's show some of these photos. Oh, I don't know why that happened. Elliot and Susan, I'm gonna have to remove you guys for this part, I think. There we go. So these are images taken by Casey. Casey, if you want to narrate any of them, feel free to do that. They're just gorgeous to look at.
I'm not even sure who's in that photo. It's a small screen.
Yeah.
And they're all running. I'm sure it's all running together. Check this one out.
Yeah. Oh, that's the baby. I tell you what, she surfaced like within 5 feet from the rock.
5 or 10 feet, yeah.
At the lighthouse. It was so exciting, and we were right there.
There's your Blackberry.
There's Blackberry. Oh, sorry. Back on to the pictures. But yeah, that looks. It's really hard to see out here because it's so sunny.
Well, it was the new mothers because the babies were right next to them.
Yeah. So the babies were there, both of them, and we've seen them.
That was a baby.
Yeah.
Look at how like that water's like glass. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah. It has been an amazing couple days.
Look at the baby, guys.
That's Notch in one of the babies in the back.
Oh, they're so active, all of them, which is really good.
It's hard to hear Stephanie. Stephanie's, I know she's talking, but it's hard to hear.
Oh, I guess I only have a mic in mine. Here,
Oh,
talk.
yeah, no, I was just gonna say that it's just been they all look good. Ocean Sun is just so active, and right now I do think she knows for sure. I think without a doubt she knows Sk'aliCh'elh-tenau's coming home, and she's getting ready for her too. Just like Scally's getting ready to come home, she's getting ready for her to come home as well. I think they all are.
Speaking of, there she is.
There she is.
And there she is again. These photos are just beautiful. Thank you, Casey and Stephanie. This one. There she is there. The baby.
There's the babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that one.
So
Ocean Sun was one of them in there.
Yeah.
the way the sun is sparkling there again, it's just beautiful. There's another one of the baby. And then I'm going to show this. This is our favorite one.
Yes.
So great. So great.
And Howard, one of the mamas is only like 11 years old, isn't she? That's pretty young.
It's young. She may be the youngest mom so far. There was one other 11-year-old a few years ago, but anyway, that's very young.
Wow.
But it seems to have worked out just fine because they're both at least 2 months old. So they've got a good start already. They're healthy babies, both of them. So it's looking good.
Yes. And it's good that I just think it's really good that Ocean Sun is with them to kind of, show them the ropes maybe, huh?
Right. Yeah. To raise them right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm going to switch back here to Squil-le-he-le. What else can you tell us? I mean, it's so neat to hear you say, and we heard Charles say this last week, how people who hadn't seen her in a long time went in to see her and they could notice the dramatic difference. Because, when you see someone on a daily basis, you don't notice the small changes, but there's been big changes. Just from your last, can you guide us like from your first visit to, incrementally through your last?
I can, because it started first quarter of 2022. And, the visits were sad, concerning, and it was just trying to give her some hope, because it was just like she would float just in her, they called it her bedroom. She would just stay there for a lot of the time. She didn't really interact with you. There was just a dullness in her spirit and in her eyes. And then you could gradually see it coming back, the light coming back and getting brighter. Then in October, when she was really sick, I went and did ceremony with her. And by that time, I'd been there so many times, she recognized me. So we had in between there developed that connection. And she participated in the ceremonies and was engaging, even though she was real sick. And then when I went back again, She was getting better. She was coming out of her sickness. And she was starting to identify spiritually what she wanted. Because I think for 50 some years, she just floated. She just mechanically existed. And through this last year, her spirit and her mind and her feelings started being awakening and coming back again. And so from October through December, there was great improvement, more engagement. It was like greeting an old friend. I feel like more like, her auntie than I do like a sister. And so every time since October is the welcoming and greeting to each other just got brighter and stronger. And then in March, I thought, oh, she's just doing really good. She knows who she is. She knows she wants to go home. She knows she needs to prepare herself. And she was getting stronger both spiritually and physically. But I tell you, this trip by far was, let's bring her home today, because she is ready. Her spirit is so strong and her body is healthy. Now, is she 100%? No. But I ask you, are you 100%? I'm not. I'm older and I struggle with that, So why do we expect her? Why is that benchmark on a lot of folks on social media that she's got to be perfect and 100%? There's no reality to that. And so to see her choices, her voice coming back is such a beautiful thing, because now she feels in control of herself. She feels in control of her feelings. She's thinking, she knows she has choices, and it's not based on, I must do this in order to get food. That's not the case anymore with her. And I think that's where you're seeing the joy in, her dreaming, I'm going to be home and what it's going to be like, and just really starting to play with people, because she was just being her by slapping that tail 3 times, knowing she was drenching us, and she just got a kick out of it. It was just beautiful. And to see her wiggling to the drum, and then the singing, it was just like she was looking for every opportunity to engage, every opportunity to share who she is, every opportunity to say, look at me. Not because, we paid money, but because of her spirit, of her sparkle, of her energy, of her culture, her connection now back to her mother, to her family, to her waters. And these trips don't just happen. I don't just book a flight and go. There's an awful lot of coordination that goes into when, how long, yada, yada, all that kind of prep work. And I'm very grateful to the Dolphin Company for embracing her culture, her spirituality. Very grateful for friends at Toki that continue to make progress and continue to advocate for her to have her voice, to find her culture again. So it takes, someone said it when they were talking earlier, it's like ancestors are coordinating all of this. The humans that own her, the humans with the Friends of Toki, the humans with the prayer people, the humans, everyone. It's just this huge global and universal coordination of belief, faith, and love. And it's showing, it's resonating from her. It is so beautiful.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying. I was really thinking that how the energy, the positivity, the love, everything that we've all gathered, and many people are gathering in many different areas, physically, virtually, on the phone, like, people are gathering in positivity and prayer for her. And it has shifted her entire environment. I mean, yes, physically, there's these massive people there. And I say massive because I just have so much gratitude for them. They're fixing things, the chillers and the filters and there's all this physical stuff happening. But the energy, the people who are with her every day, you feel their energy, and that's an energy of love. They care about her. They're compassionate. Her entire team that's being formed around her, who's with her every day, just want to say thank you. Thank you. I feel comforted knowing some of the people who are there with her every day. I feel so comforted by that because I know she's surrounded by love and she's feeling that love constantly. And you're seeing it, you just said it. You see the shifts, and we feel it. And I just have so much gratitude for the day-to-day people who are with her, and for all of you who are gathering, just with us, even just twice a week. And I know you're doing more on your own. Just thank you for your prayers and staying positive and moving this forward. Thank you. Susan, I see you've joined. Let's check in with you.
Yes, thank you. I did just want to thank you, Raynell and Ellie and Shirley, for going to see Toki. And I got to meet Shirley at the water festival this year out at the canoe races. And the first thing she said was, I hope I get to go see Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut again. And I was so glad when I saw she got to go see her, and saw the picture of the three of you at the airport. And I was like, oh, yay, they're going. And then, with the two new babies, and it reminded me of a time I went to see her and a new baby had been born. And I brought a snapshot of this new baby and showed it to her. And I'm hiding it because I didn't want the trainers to see what I was doing. And I was talking to Toki and saying, there's a new baby, in your family. And Toki came up to me and she looked with one eye and the other. And I swear she knew, and I said, and we aren't giving up. We're going to keep working to bring you home. And she just stood there like I swear she knew what I was telling her, I know she really does get the intent of what we are saying or thinking. And she knows who is there on her behalf. And I know when you are there with, speaking on behalf of the ancestors and the drumming in your stories today, I'm just goosebumps and crying, and so, so thankful that not only are you there telling her what's going on, but also, connecting her with us and us with her and her with her family and her family with her. And, I believe she and her family are connecting however they communicate with each other. And I just believe that's what's kept her alive all these years, is that she knows her family is still here. And whether they've been communicating some way spiritually or, who knows, their brains are way bigger than ours. They can, and I think she also knows that there have been people trying to bring her back. And, we've always known that it would be, the coming together of forces all at once, the forces that would be needed to bring her back that would happen at some point in time. And
There it is.
it's happening. And, you know, it's like, I wish it would have happened 40 years ago, you know, but it's happening. And I really, it just brings me joy to hear how she's doing, and, you know, to hear from Charles how things are moving, you know, in all the hoop jumping part of it, and the, you know, all the struggling part of it for the human part, and the work you're doing with the ancestors in the spiritual side of it. And I just can't thank you enough. And Annette and all of you who are bringing, you know, a whole new, I don't want to say army, just masses of people and light and spirit and action to join in. And I love, you know, seeing names of people who've been helping for 30 years. You know, it's like there's bringing back in that, you know, just continued density of people around the globe who have wanted her to come home, and it's just growing and growing. And I think we've reached critical mass, and it's tipping the scale. She's on her way. There's no stopping her now.
I love that. She is on her way. She's absolutely on her way. Thank you, Susan, and thank you to you for all your work for years. And
Big Kaishka.
Yeah.
But what's happening now is what's, you know, this is going to break her loose.
Yep. Bring her home.
Bring her
She's
home.
coming home.
This is doing it.
I wish the same, you know, Susan, like you said, I wish the same. I would love to see her just many years ago going back home, you know, but it's what it is, you know, this is the story, you know, thanks to Lami, the involvement, you know, with this, because I love her so much, and, you know, it's our family member, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, so a dream comes true this year, 2023.
Yeah. Oh boy, is the energy this week? I'm telling you, this whole weekend has been like, you know, Casey and Stephanie are, you know, calling me, and it's, you know, 6 a.m, and they're like, "There's whales," and I'm like, "Okay," and I'm coming to the screen, you know, half asleep, and they're live streaming, and I'm waking up right now, and sometimes the whales are there late at night, and we have this group chat that we're just, you know, ding, ding, ding. And, but it's all been so positive. It's all been so positive.
Yeah. Well, and I wanted for us, I just wanted to say it was the end of Orca month, and we had been working on our big event, which was Wednesday. And we heard there was a baby in the L12s. And then like Thursday, it's like, no, there's 2 babies. And, you know, and Ocean Sun was seen and looking healthy. And it was just like, oh boy, Orca month just ended with all this amazing news. Yeah. And it was, and our we had a storytelling event with the Center for Whale Research, which was great. It's on our YouTube channel, Orca Network YouTube. It's great. It went over. It's 2 hours of storytelling of Southern resident stories by mostly some by us, but mostly Center for Whale Research, current and former staff, and Ken reading their very first Southern resident encounter. So that was a really cool event too. So, but, you know, that felt really good. And it was like, oh, what a great way to end Orca month. And then and we got to share the news and the naming ceremony of the newest J-pod baby, and, you know, the news that there was a new L-pod baby. And then the next day it was like, oh, there's 2 L12 babies. Oh my God. You know, it was just like almost too much. It was just, but it wasn't. It was just right. It was perfect. So The only thing, yeah, it's like, okay, now we could, this month would be great to hear that Toki's coming home this month. That would be great.
Put your energy out there. Just put it out there.
That'll be our super pod surprise, will be Toki's coming home.
Could be. Could be.
Well, just have faith that everything is working out perfectly because the ancestors are clearing the path. So it's all working out beautifully and the way it's supposed to. And I have absolute faith, and I'm full of joy and gratitude to everyone. It's just amazing. So keep it up.
Yeah. Yes, she's coming home, you guys. This is where everyone goes, yay! She's coming home. Toki and the Sailor Sea 2023. And gosh, you guys, yeah. I mean, there's other people, there's other voices getting involved. You're gonna hear, a lot of buzz, and it's all good because it's all for her, and that it has to be. It has to be. There's like Alejandro always says, there's one true process. This process is happening. Like you said, Susan, all the players, all the, we talk about stars aligning and puzzle pieces coming together. I mean, we're there. And right now, if you could just reiterate, the part where you're saying like she's ready.
Well, I mean, it's just the best time ever with her, because it's like for the first time in all of the prayer and cultural ceremonies that I left going, she is ready, like ready. And she's happy. I mean, she was just joyful. If anybody could take anything away from where she is today, it's just that spirit inside her is strong and sparkling, and it's just emitting all of this beautiful light and ray that's reaching to her mother, reaching to her relatives, and reaching to a lot of people that connect with her energy. And so to leave with all of that, and then to go to Wichigan yesterday and share that with ancestors, put me right back there with her. And I thought, I don't know. I feel like Susan. What else? I don't know. It's enough. It's a lot. But I want more. I want more. And I'm so like that. She wants more. She wants to be home.
I believe she'll bring her joy home with her and feel even more when she is here, when she's finally home and feels the water and knows that she is home again at last. She'll feel that joy will just become more so, just more of it. And I'm so happy to look forward to that. It won't be long.
Imagine that gathering.
Yeah.
Just imagine that gathering.
Biggest potlatch in the entire world.
Rainel, everybody needs to wear this. I want a shirt with Chief Alex. Everyone should wear his image, his picture.
We'll have to work through our skilled, talented merchandiser.
Yes, yeah, we have.
Our merchandiser is on vacation right now. It's almost time to
I am on vacation. I am on vacation, and the store is closed till next Friday.
You had 2 weeks to finish the design. 2 weeks. If not, you're fired.
I'll send you the stuff to make them then.
I want to highlight, there's so many people commenting through the whole thing, and I really appreciate you guys doing that and being involved. And I love going back, because when I'm here and I'm doing this and doing that, but I love going back and watching and just seeing all the comments that people put up. And I do want to highlight this one. I know Deb probably already put it up, but Rita said, it's like it's all perfectly orchestrated. I just love that. It's so cute. Thanks, Rita, for saying that. And it's true. It's true. The stars everything's aligned for that path home. The stars are aligning that, for the airplane, like, come this way, it's just like we're ready. Everything's ready. Gosh, I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you, Squil-le-he-le, for sharing this with us.
Thank you. Thank
We
you.
love
I
when
love all of you. I just love you. I'm so grateful you're part of the pod.
Thank you guys. Thank you, everyone. We'll do some quick goodbyes until next week. Elliot and Susan.
Yeah, just feeling the LPod love. Thank you, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, for bringing that message back to us from Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. And yeah, let's just keep the good vibes going.
Awesome. Thank you.
Same from me here, and much gratitude, much love, much respect, humbleness, and I'm just always in awe of what that incredible sacred creature is doing for all of us, because she is helping to wake up the spirit and the ancestors in all of us as well. I'm sure you feel that ripple. So I'm so grateful for her leadership to help us pitiful humans to evolve and to return back to leading from love.
Thanks, Susan.
All my relations.
Thanks for being with us today. That was fun. Christina?
Full of gratitude, keeping the faith. I know it's all happening and it's going to happen exactly when it needs to. And yep, and it's soon. Sparkles everywhere.
Alondra?
Hi, Rainel, for your amazing job. Thanks to the ancestors. Thanks to everyone here. I love you all. And Tokita Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, ex-Lolita, is coming home in 2023, guys.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Deborah?
I'm so happy, and I'm done crying. So
no cry. No, don't cry.
It
Save
gets
the tears.
overwhelming sometimes. The spirit of Orca will knock you on your rear end, my friends. It really does. But Hashka right now for taking our love for her to her. You know, that is such a blessing for all of us, that you can take the drum to her and share these messages for her. It means everything to all of us. Thank you. And I'm just going to keep saying it. I've been saying it as I advocate for the non-humans for over 20 years. Keep the faith and expect that miracle. It's already happened. I love you guys. She's on her way home. Thank you.
Thank
you too. Hi, Ska.
Ma?
Yeah, everything that everybody's already said, you can just feel the force of her spirits, the force of the ancestors' spirits, the force of every orca that's in the Salish Sea. And as we say back home, us Scousers from Liverpool, we say, we're buzzing. and we're buzzing. Feel that energy and keep it going. Buzzing.
Thanks, Ma. Stephanie and Casey?
Well, first, I think we want to thank Aishka to Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut for always going down there and being. You better talk.
You got the mic.
No, I will talk. But just grateful, and we're so looking forward to the parade here in Friday Harbor on Tuesday. So if you're anywhere in the islands and you can get here, come, because we're going to be here. We have Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut's coming, and Deborah's coming up, and we have how many people that are going to be in the parade with us? A lot to represent Toki. So, and what's interesting is that so many people don't know what's going on. So we're going to try to spread awareness. So gratitude, and she is coming home, and it's just been so amazing to be with the babies here this week. And see, there's one coming up on screen here. So anyway, thank you, everyone. Hi, Scott.
Love you.
Thank you. Casey, where does everyone need to be on Tuesday morning and what time?
It's 9:30 at Airport Circle in Spring Street. It's right by MW Auto.
And we'll put the number to remind people on where to call your number up. We'll get that going. Howard and Susan.
Well, I am just so happy and so thrilled. We're seeing the miracle. We're seeing it in process right now. It's underway. We're seeing everything come together right now that will bring her home. These just so much is happening. And then to see two babies and Ocean Sun come in to the home, to their favorite place, their happy place along the side of San Juan Island, and to be so happy. You can see it in the way that they play and roll around each other and embrace and love each other. It's just wonderful to see. And thank you, Renelle, for going to Miami, and Shirley and Ellie, and to raise her spirits even more. I mean, I'm sure that you filled her with your love and our love, and that just made her even more healthy and more ready and more energetic. And she is so ready. And I totally agree with you. If there's any little problem, that's okay. She'll solve it when she comes back. She's in very good condition to come back. So I am ready for that to happen, and everything is in place. Everything is moving that way right now. So it's coming. She's coming. I'm looking forward. Susan?
Yeah, I want to, before I forget, I did put the link to our storytelling event in the Facebook comments. And then it got me thinking about all the stories there are about Toki, and all the ups and downs and times that we thought she was almost coming home, and all the people who've helped in different ways, and just all the stories about her and the times we've seen her and the things she's done. But then I started thinking about the stories we'll have about her coming back, and the stories she'll have to tell her family,
Yeah.
and the stories they'll have to tell her. And I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about what, just trying to be in her head, and what will she be sharing with her family when she comes back, and be saying, when they pass by, and she'll be saying, wow, you'll never guess where I've been the last,
She'll say, you should have been there when I splashed water on Squil-le-he-le.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. It made her laugh.
But yeah, well, and that was the other thing I just wanted, your story of her dancing, moving to the drumming and the singing with you, and that kind of response was just, I just love that. So thank you for sharing all of that, and for, I love that you're there with her, and she knows that. And that's just, it's just so right. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to check in. I don't know that she'll want to say anything, but Deb Cruz.
More hugs.
More hugs.
Yeah, big hugs.
Thank you, Sue. The drumming that you did with us today, thank you for giving us that opportunity to experience that and share in that communication. Elliot's, saying hi, Shka. I mean, it's really, you tell it in such a way that we're there with you, but you also shared that today as an actual experience, and for us to have in the moment.
Yeah, and Squil-le-he-le, when you open it up without voice, just the drumming, I could hear the communication. Yeah, I could feel it. Thank you. Yeah, that really resonated with me.
Hi, Shka. But I just have to say, it's all being guided from the ancestors. What I do, how I do it, what I say when I do it is them. So my hands go up to the ancient ones, to Chief Salik, to all of those, Ken Balcom, all of those that walked before and now are up there, guiding me, guiding us, guiding her. So much love and respect. Hi, Shkasian.
Thank you, everyone. We will see you next week, and we'll close with. We do have a recording of Raynell drumming, just the sound. So we'll just fade out with that. And everyone on screen, I'm going to resend you a link because we're going to film a commercial. So hop back on. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you next week.